Billy, what were you thinking with 10 to go? You're down a man and you're trailing. What were your thoughts?
I probably had to think back to the message before the game. We needed to play like Queenslanders for Queenslanders, and a trait of Queenslanders never give up. So I probably had to listen to my own advice a little bit, and it was a huge effort. To go down to 12 men in that last 10-minute period and be behind on the scoreboard. Although I don't like to focus on the scoreboard too much, but when there's 10 minutes to go in the game, you probably need to a little bit. And we went after the game, and some players made some big plays, but the whole team had to get into position. So that was a tough game out there. We didn't play overly smart at times. I won't use the word that I've probably used in the coach's box, but not overly smart at times. But I tell you what, there is a lot of guts and determination and courage in this footy team, and we lose both our back rowers in the first half. Both our centres finish on the wing. Ben Hunt and Dave Fafita are our centre pairings to finish the game, and we lose Tom Flegler and go down to 12 men. At the death. If you rattle off those stats against anyone, let alone the quality that we played tonight, this is an almighty win, and Queensland, or the people of Queensland, will be very proud of their team.
You got young guys you went with, Hamiso, Tabuai-Fidow and Reece Walsh. They really did indicate their selection in spades. I mean, what did you make of their performances?
Hamiso, Dave Fafita and Tom Flegler had all played for Queensland. But it's been a while since they've been in the Queensland jersey, but they've really earned their opportunity to play for Queensland again, and I thought they were great. The habits in their game that they've built, especially this year, have transpired into their performance at Origin. Like I said, they were fantastic tonight, and the young lad at fullback, he's got so much substance to his game outside of the highlights, and we all love watching Reece Walsh pull the trigger on a pass, or blistering speed, or his involvement in the game, but he's building a foundation to his game that's going to hold him in good stead for a long period of time, and that's what I've seen, that's what I've liked, and that's why he's here. He's a quality player, he's a good young man, he's got a big future ahead of him.
The way Hammer played, does that vindicate the decision to not have Dane Gagai here?
They're really tough decisions to make, and I don't make them lightly, but I make them for the right reasons. This is not a tough position to be in. I've played footy with Dane. I've got a great relationship with Gags, and I make sure that I make that phone call as soon as that decision's made too. They're not easy decisions to make, but they're made for the right reasons, and that's the position I'm in. It didn't surprise me how Hammer played tonight.
That was pretty key in the first half, the 2 try-saving tackles.
Yeah, they make the difference, don't they? Moments like that, make the difference. They hold you in the contest, and you've got to celebrate them. So there were some big plays made at the end of the game, but you keep yourself in the contest at the start of the game by making those plays.
What is it about that jersey, like time and time again when Queensland are in those positions, and no team should really win from that position, but Queensland always seem to find a way to win. What is it about the belief that?
Yeah, we don't always win them. But I think we always put ourselves in a position because I don't know that's a trait of a Queenslander. I'm sure New South Wales people will be the same, but Queenslanders go through drought, they go through cyclones, they go through floods, they go through a lot of adversity, and we try and represent our people in that way as well. And I think that's what makes our people so proud of this footy team, and that's why this footy team is such an inspiration for our people, and that's what we try and do. We try and replicate the traits that Queenslanders have, and that was on show tonight.
Daly, what about Ruben Cotter's performance tonight? He came up with some massive plays, dived on a ball, which was he scored not long after he got ahead. What's it like playing with him? He played one game last year and got injured, unfortunately, but the way he stood up today.
Yeah, Ruben Cotter didn't do a single rep at right back row during the week. But I tell you what, when he was there, I didn't for 1 second think he was going to let me down or the team down. So really proud of Rubes and a well-deserved man of the match. It looks like we've got a Queensland player that's going to be there for a long time. He epitomises what it's all about.
Were you proud to wear those words of Tosser Turner on your collar? Like, you know, you got those words, do your duty for Queensland. Queensland expects you to. How big was that tonight when you were under fatigue and looked like it could go either way?
Yeah, I feel like those words have been established and they're something that we're proud of. We're proud to be Queenslanders, and it's not a burden and it's not a pressure to play for Queensland, but it is a privilege and it is an honour. So every time we go out there, like Bill said, we want to make our state proud, and I felt like the performance tonight did that.
What about when you're 2 down, 10 to go? Like, were you starting to think we might be gone here, or how do you not think that? What are you thinking?
I don't know, maybe we're crazy, but you just don't think like that. You just know, and we spoke about it behind the trial, and we just need an opportunity. And if we went back to our game model, we knew that our game model and our game was going to produce something at some stage. So I'm not saying I predicted Lindsay Collins to jump and catch a bomb, but I knew at some point we've got players in our team that if we all did our job, someone's going to come up with something. And those moments late, those boys should be really proud of that.
Have you ever seen Lindsay do that?
He actually tried to do it last week against the Dragons in defence. So yeah, I have. I tell you, a big play is Cameron Munster being in the position. Yeah, and no one thought Lindsay was going to leap over James Tedesco, take the ball, and then offload it to a support runner on the inside. But you know, the position that Munster put himself in, they're big plays, and he's got that in his game. You know, he threw that pass to Hamiso as well. He's a heck of an Origin player, and Queensland had to do it without him in Game 3 last year, and Tommy did a fantastic job. He was their 80th man tonight, but he's a special player.
Daly, you've had some big wins for Queensland. Where does winning under those circumstances tonight rate for you as captain of this side?
Yeah, it's a special one, definitely is a special one. We'll enjoy it tonight, but we also understand that it's only game 1, so we won't get too ahead of ourselves just yet.
Just on Lindsay, was he just too keen? Like that 14th player thing, like he took the run, the 14th player with penalty.
There's a couple of seconds that we had 14 players. I thought Tom Gilbert got taken off on the other side. His shoulder popped out, so he was in a pretty bad way. So, we made that call to get Lindsay off, thinking that Tom Gilbert was off the field on the other side.
What's Selwyn Cobbo's injury, Billy? Do you expect him to be fit for the next one?
He's got an issue with his hip, so not exactly sure at the moment. He's got a bit of ice on it at the moment, so the medical staff will assess all our players and report back to their clubs. So, apart from that, I don't think Tom Gilbert, he's got that shoulder issue. Dave came back on the field. Outside of that, I think we're okay.
Billy, how do you sort of keep a lid? You've got a really good opportunity to win the series at Suncorp now to be a big occasion. How do you keep a lid on things and get some of these young players in the right zone going into that game?
I said at the start we didn't really play smart at all, and tonight's not the night to focus on that, but I'm sure there will be a time over the next little period to focus on that, and that'll be something that we take into our preparation for Game 2. So, I'll leave it at that.
So a lot of upside, do you think? There's still a lot more in this team, that actual footy-wise?
Oh, yeah. The fabric of the team is great. The foundation of our team is fantastic. We can play so much better than what we played tonight.
What do you think of the sin bin, Bill, particularly in Origin?
I actually didn't get a really close look at the replay, but they don't usually get those ones wrong.
Do you think, given that Flegler got that bin, that maybe in that first opening few minutes at Okar could have been bin for his slam on Reece Walsh's face? Doesn't matter because you won.
No, I wasn't thinking like that. No, I when that happened, I didn't think that he should went to the bin. So that's the first time I've actually thought of that situation. But yeah, no.
Just one, sorry, DCE, just on Reece, you spoke so highly of him, Billy. When you're playing out there with Reece, is it too early to suggest that he has anything similar to your coach?
Careful.
Look, that's his first game. It's a great benchmark for him as a player, but like Bill said, and he's a better judge than I am, there's some foundations in his game that's going to set him up for a long time. So he was great tonight. He wanted to be in the game when he wasn't, and when he was in the game, he was really good. So I'm really proud of Reece and looking forward to building a combination with him moving forward.
Congrats on 20, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thanks, guys.